Thanks. As we now, South Africa has committed to transitioning to a green economy. Sustainability has become a buzzword in corporate circles. But what does this mean? But what is the relevance of this green talk in a country where unemployment rate is high, where we live in one of the most unequal societies in the world? Does sustainability really matter to people who battle to earn a decent living, to put food on the table? Well, to answer some of these questions and also to talk about green innovation is the MD of The Alchemist and co-founder of Green Ovation, Diane Naidoo-Ngcese. Diane, thank you very much for joining us here on Morning Live. Let's talk about this green because, you know, we've been hearing it. It's in corporate circles. Everybody is talking about it. We're now starting to seem to unpack the concept of green, but still more needs to be done in the education space.
Absolutely. I think what people fail to understand is that sustainability really is about a quality of life. You look at the load shedding that's been happening around the country. What quality of life do you enjoy when there is load shedding? We need to look at why we are experiencing this load shedding. The country's constant and insistence on committing to coal-generated electricity has a direct impact on our natural resources. And one of the things which I think I've spoken about quite often is water as a natural resource. For example, people don't know that for every kilowatt hour of electricity produced by coal, we are using 10,000 litres of water per second. Every second, that's how much water is being wasted. So that's really what it boils down to for me.
Where does green innovation fit into this? Because people often think about green innovation as let me put on a solar pack on my home. But there's so much more to it.
Absolutely. I think people, again, in terms of looking at sustainability, people don't realize that it's really about looking at the social challenges which you are facing and creating and innovating social solutions to those challenges. For example, the shack fire which we had seen earlier in the news bulletin, if someone had come up with a way to create fire breaks in a way that was quick and easy and sustainable, you wouldn't be experiencing those challenges on a day-to-day basis. So what we're saying as Green Ovation is we are looking for people who have developed clever ideas, and sometimes, in fact most of the time, these are really simple solutions. There's a team of guys in Cape Town who have developed a smoke detector for shacks. That's incredible innovation. So it doesn't always have to refer to environmental issues when we talk sustainability. We're talking about how do we create sustainable societies, sustainable communities. So it's looking at sustainability holistically, but in a way that has a positive impact on people's quality of life. Yeah.
Let's talk about just sustainability versus a green economy and then job creation in that space, because there are some innovative people that have found a way to use this concept of a neutral carbon print and be active in the community and still make money.
Absolutely. I mean, one of the guys in our publication, I think I just need to talk about that. Our publication will be coming out at the end of July with Fin Week. This is the first time that a mainstream business publication has given us a platform to speak to business leaders and decision makers. And one of the features that we have is a young boy who was an Alan Gray Fellow. He receives this fellowship and he goes to study at UCT. He studies philosophy, but he comes back home to Joburg for a week or so and sees all of these sidewalk recyclers, and he was thinking there's got to be an easier way to do it. So in a day, a sidewalk recycler, people don't know, may easily make 500 Rand with just one load. So what he's done is he's created not a bicycle but a tricycle that has a trailer compartment. It's an electric vehicle, which means that they can double the load in a day, they double their revenues, and in a month, what does that mean? That's thinking outside the box. That's thinking sustainability, that's job creation, it's pure innovation, and that's really what Green Ovation is all about.
Talk to me, and we're looking at the images right now on our screen. Talk to me about just the Green Ovation Awards and the publication, and in many ways it's a bit of a game changer.
Absolutely. I mean, I love disruption. I think that not only in South Africa, but across a number of sectors, people have been doing things pretty much the same way. So we're disrupting and we're changing the game. So for example, what we are doing in our publication is we've met and encountered some incredible entrepreneurs, people who are worthy of getting exposure but don't have the ability to pay for that print ad in a publication. So what we've done is we've created print ads for them where they express the one business need that they have. For example, there's a guy in Limpopo who says he's got the best tomatoes in Africa. And while he's got a deal to supply to street vendors, he could increase his supply chain and expand his market if he had a fridge truck. So we're placing an ad for him in the publication. But again, we're looking for corporates to come on board and say, we're paying for that. 15,000 Rand out of a R1 million budget, which they are spending every month, is absolutely nothing. We're saying, put your money where your mouth is to support small business in a real, tangible way.
I appreciate the role that Green Ovation plays with SMMEs and startups. So we're running towards the awards. What are the awards going to highlight?
Well, I think what the awards are going to highlight is that it's ordinary citizens. People often think that it's people who have got these master's degrees and people who have access to lots of money. That's not the case. It's people who are experiencing challenges on a day-to-day basis and have become fed up with accepting the way that things are. So for the awards which are happening in September, we've got a number of categories which people can go and view on our site. It's www.greenovation.info. They can see all the different categories. The three which we are quite excited about is the startup category, we've got the green entrepreneurs category, and then we've got the social disruptor. So we're looking for people who are coming up with fantastic ideas, and we are connecting these startups to funding and investment opportunities.
Dan, we're going to leave it there, but thank you very much for joining us. The MD from The Alchemist PR and co-founder of Green Ovation. Go onto their website, it's www.greenovation.info, and find out more. You can also Google them, as simple as that. We'll take an ad break. You don't go anywhere.